this building. They are fired up for game one. Back with that after this. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show presents the National League Division Series. It's the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the Cincinnati Reds. John Shabby and Chris Singleton on the call. Game one is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture game one, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about to get started. And today's starting pitcher, Hunter Green. What do you look for here?
Well, he throws the change in the slider off the fastball. I really like how he's able to sell fastball, but it's really change up and keep hitters just out in front a little bit. Swing and miss, soft contact. The slider as well comes out of the same tunnel. All three very deceptive, and hitters are going to have to stay back and make sure they get pitch recognition.
Fought off foul. The wind of the pitch. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Just missing off the plate there according to the umpire, and out there on the mound maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
And the pitch.
Ball, that's inside.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Close, but called a ball. 3-2 now. Struck him out looking.
Nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike 3. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. There's another quality pitch for the strikeout.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Green, the tall righty, 240 pounds, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. Fly ball down the line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. That's out number 2. And time now for the Phillies lineup. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Bryce Harper in the box now. No balls and a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Right through there for a strike.
This is a batter who clearly performs better in day games. I don't know why, but his numbers generally back it up.
Squeaks through that one. It's a strikeout. Down quickly go the Phillies. And now the Reds will get their first opportunity. No score. This is the National League Division Series on the show. Back here at Great American Ballpark. On the hill and coming off a great start, Zach Wheeler.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
We go to the bottom of the first. Digging in, Cody Sullivan. Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. It's 1-0. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at-bat. The guy guy's got a real hard fastball. You can't overswing. All you got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, then you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Matt McClain, the next to hit for the Reds. That one catches the corner for a strike. One run across in the frame so far here in game 1 of the NLDS. Line drive and a base hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Kelly Sullivan, the next to hit for the Reds. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
And he deals. There's a swing and a drive. And it's into the gap. McClain grounds second on his way to third. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double. The run scores all the way from first. And they take a 2-run lead.
Well done. Drives in the run. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance, and made transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Ellie De La Cruz. The shortstop takes the ball. And the 1-0. And there's a foul ball. Next offering upstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one missed.
3 balls.
2 runs across in the inning here in game 1. In the air, right center. This is managed way back and gone. He made him pay for that one. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 4-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at-bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Now the third baseman, Jamer Candelario. Just missed.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
And the right-hander deals. On the ground. And it finds its way through for a hit.
They are really feeding off each other. That's 5 hits in a row. Just one of those seeing high base hits through the infield. Just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Now here is Jake Fraley. Just missed.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Marsh hauls it in, and there's one away. Here's David Bell's lineup for the Cincinnati Reds. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for him. What's the key to the offense today, Siggy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he swings
and lifts one to deep center field. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
And at first, Will Benson, the next to hit for the Reds. And that's outside. And it's 1-0. And Siggy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that.
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 4-0 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Green back to work. Hard ground ball, base knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. That one in triple digits. Green, a former Cy Young Award winner, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Swing and a miss. That one at 101. The Reds leading by 4 here at the top of the second. 99 miles per hour to finish him off.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
JT Realmuto, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Next offering is foul back. Kicks and fires. Close one, doesn't get the call. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought he clipped the corner.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him in the scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
Schwarber leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing at a ball lifted to center field, and that is that. 1 left for Philadelphia. They're down 4-0. We head to the bottom of the second, and here is Christian Encarnacion Strand. Here comes a pitch. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Castellanos makes the grab, 1 away.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Back to the top of the lineup. In now for the Reds, Cody Sullivan. He's already homered in this game.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there. He owns the home plate area.
Next pitch is downstairs. This park is absolutely electric for this game. Such a great postseason atmosphere. Wouldn't chase that time.
Nothing like the drama you get in the postseason, Boog. Love being a part of these games. Well struck right field. And brings it in at the wall. Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
That's a ball.
The wind and the pitch. To third. Boom. Goes on to first. And that is that. So they make short work of them there. We played 2 full. It's the Reds 4 and the Phillies nothing. And we're back. Here's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Foul ball there. The 0-1. And that drops in for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That one lifted to left. And out number 1 on the ground. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder, Johan Rojas. And that one is lifted in the air. Friedel on the move. And it's caught for the out. So the lineup flips over. Trey Turner at the plate. His first at bat was a strikeout. And ball 1. Swing and a base hit, and that extends the inning.
He was all over that one. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Brandon Marsh, the next to hit. Left field. Fraley should have it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Phillies strand 1. They trail it here 4-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati. Kelly Sullivan. And a pitch.
It's been a rough start on the mound for this guy. This 3rd inning so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
And he can't come up with it. But the throw to first gets him easily, and that's the first out. And now here is Ellie De La Cruz. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Counts 1-0.
Rips one to right, and that's just foul. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Everything came together for him. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride low, out of the way early, stayed inside that ball and squared up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
First offering, runner goes. In the air on the infield, Harper has a beat on it. And he makes the catch. And there's 2 away.
Man, he just couldn't lay off right there. Those high fastballs, they just look really good because they're eye level, but they're just about impossible to get the barrel to.
Runner on the go. Pitch is low. Real Utah throws, not in time. It's a stolen base. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
2 outs. Foul ball. Man at second. Good eye right there. Now a screamer into the outfield. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. So 1 left for Cincinnati, but they lead it 4-0. Back here at Great American Ballpark, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Bryce Harper. Green back to work. And there's a strike.
These fans have to feel good right about now. This series not going to be easy, but they have the lead at home in game 1. That brings the anxiety down a few notches.
And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-1. And a strike right through there. That one in triple digits. The pitch. Stays alive. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And one gone to the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
Well, when you follow up a triple-digit fastball with a nasty changeup, pretty much every time the hitter's going to be in trouble. That was the plan. Get him to sit dead red on the fastball and then just make him look foolish with the off-speed stuff.
That one the other way. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Castellanos batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. The Phillies down by 4, top half of inning number 4. Next offering is in for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think this guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 down.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Real Muto now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. On the ground to 3rd. And that should be extra bases. Around 2nd is Schwarber. Lead runner gets the stop sign at 3rd. It's a 2-out double. 2nd and 3rd now.
Nice job keeping it fair as he turned on it down the line. And once it got through the infield, it was a double all the way.
So 2 down at the plate. Alec Bohm. In there for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
And misses inside. Ground ball left side. Candelario fires over to 1st. And that is the inning. Phillies leave a couple. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Game 1 of the division series. And now the center fielder, TJ Friedl. The pitch. Liner caught at second.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Next for Cincinnati, Will Benson. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Benson goes 6 feet 5 inches, 230 pounds, and he won the Silver Slugger at his position in the National League last year. In the air, left field, Marsh sizes this one up, squeezes it, 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Christian Encarnacion Strand, the next to hit for the Reds. He's 0 for 1. Ripped on a line. This looks like extra bases. Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second, and he'll make it safely. That's a double.
First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
So the batting order turns over. Cody Sullivan, the next to hit for the Reds. First pitch misses. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Rojas brings it in, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Reds 4 and the Phillies nothing. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Bryson Stott, and a pitch. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
You know, these Phils just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Kicks and deals. Bounce to the left side. Jumps, throws, on target. He got it. Nice play.
He's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And now for the Phillies, Johan Rojas. Bunting for a hit. Picks it up with the bare hand. Oh, the throw is over his head. And he'll pull into second safely.
Well, that was a throw that just shouldn't have been made. They scored a single and an error, so the official scorer doesn't believe a good throw would have gotten an out, and neither do I. We can't hear it from up here, but I wonder if anyone was telling him just to eat the throw. You know, that's where communication on the infield can sometimes help out a ton.
Turner stands in now and watches strike 1. In there at the knees for a strike. The pitch. The shortstop takes the ball. Got hit by him.
Well, that's the moneymaker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from the same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Marsh in the box again. Takes a strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Rojas at second with 2 down. Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. the inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Matt McClain. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, these Reds, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Now the designated hitter, Kelly.
And now the designated hitter for the Reds, Kelly Sullivan. 1 for 2 with an RBI double back in the first. And a foul ball. The wide to kick the pitch. That one off the mark. Ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball.
1 out. Base is empty. Hard on the ground to first. He handles it himself. And a couple of quick outs. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ellie De La Cruz. And that one hammered way back there. And that one is off the batter's eye. Wow, out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 5-zip.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch it from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Candelario in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first, and that'll do it. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. And the lead is now 5-0. You're watching the National League Division Series on the show.
This is what I'm made for. Every single moment that I'm living, I can feel it on the...
We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Emilio Pagan. Here's Harper now. Goes 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And a pitch. That's a little bit low.
Looking to get something going. This is the guy you want at the plate. He's been great for this team. He is a professional hitter.
Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike 1. And another ball.
2-2 the count.
The 2-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The 2-2. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Usually you're going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
Close, but called a ball. Now 1-2. In the air to left center. Fraley should have it. Brings it in, and there's 2 away.
The right fielder, number 8.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Not even close there. Ball 1. Up the middle. Over to first. And Castellanos is out. That's the 3rd out. So they go quietly there. 6, 7, 8, 2 in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Reds 5 and the Phillies nothing. Back now for the bottom of the 6th. And there's a new pitcher. On the mound, Christopher Sanchez.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging.
In now for the Reds, Jake Fraley. As the lefty gets to work. That's the outside corner with that one. Sanchez fills up the zone, forces contact, so not a huge strikeout guy, but he's going to make the hitters beat him. Doesn't issue a lot of walks, so the pressure is really on the batter to make something happen. Bounce to the right side. On to first. And a quick out, number 1.
And although you like the fact that a guy throws strikes, guy gets contact, and not always great contact, the fact that when you have runners on, if that ball's in play, there's still a good chance that a run gets pushed across, whether it's earned or not.
Friedel up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Matt Strong, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Bellotti, the right-hander, loosening up as well. Line drive, caught.
Nice swing and good solid contact. That ball was smoked. Needed a little more lift to get into the outfield gap. Maybe a little more backspin.
2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit, Will Benson. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Lefty matchup thing's not going so well.
Now, first base.
Command in the zone is such a crucial part of it, right?
You know, it's not just throwing strikes, but it's throwing quality strikes. It's having quality misses as well. What's a quality miss? Missing just off the plate rather than over the plate.
Encarnacion Strand in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Tries to hold up, appeal to first. No swing. He held up. Clyde Washington with the call there. Here's a 1-1.
That's ball 2.
Benson off of first with 2 away. Two outs. That misses the zone. Full count, 3-2. Cody Sullivan to bat next. Into center and a base hit. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Right there does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
So back to the top of the Reds lineup. Here's some real power at the plate. Cody Sullivan, 1 for 3. Lace down the line. This looks like extra bases. In comes the run from third to add on. It's 6-0. And he's in at second with a 2-out double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you can tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
So 2 on with 2 away. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Matt McClain. On the ground to third. Zips it to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. They get a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. On to the 7th here in game 1. It's the Reds 6 and the Phillies nothing. We go to the top of the 7th. Here's the catcher, JT Realmuto. Pagan back to work. Right through there for a strike. Pagan measures 6 feet 2 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a cutter, a splitter, and he occasionally uses a curve. Hit hard on the ground to short. Tosses across the first. One up, one down.
We talked about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
In the box now, no balls and a strike.
Well, I say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
That one hit to right. Benson makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. 2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit, Bryson Stott. Big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Just off the outside edge. And now it's even 1-1. And the righty deals. He swings and fouls one off. Two down, nobody on. Lifted in the air, out to left. Fraley should have it. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Set for the last half of the 7th. Now it's the Reds DH, Kelly Sullivan. The wind to the pitch. And there's a ball.
Ball 1, no strike.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
So now here's the Reds cleanup hitter, Ellie De La Cruz. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
Towards third, and he barehands it to first. Throw not in time, and he's safe.
Now back at third base.
This was the perfect spot to drop the ball for a hit. I mean, he used his bat as a tool up there to direct the ball exactly where he wanted it to go and look smooth doing it at the same time. Really well done, and the defense right there stood no chance.
So up next, Jamer Candelario. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1's the count.
On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3. And they turn the double play.
Sometimes double plays get turned so quickly that you don't really get to appreciate all of the finer details and how these guys execute it. Right there, really nice footwork, and a good feed to second was the key to pulling it off.
There's a line drive to left field. Rojas flashes the leather on the running catch. Reds leave 1, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Ready to begin the 8th. Here's the center fielder, Johan Rojas. Yeah, the right-hander back to work. That's in there. 0-1. And a strike on the outside edge. At the belt and fires. Just outside. And the count 1-2. In the air, right side. Benson tracks it down for the out. Here's Turner now. Buck Farmer gets the ball now. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Number 46. Buck.
Fastball for a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. Pulls it down and there's 2 gone. 2 outs, base is empty. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh. That one finds the zone. 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the late stages of game 1. Just missed.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Friedel settles under it and makes the catch. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now the center fielder, TJ Friedel. The wind of the pitch. That misses. And that is ball 1. Here's a rocket out to left. Marsh makes the catch, and there's one away.
Right fielder.
Next for Cincinnati, Will Benson. Checks the swing, appeal to third, didn't go. One down, base is empty.
No bench off the plate. Ball 2.
Ripped on the ground to second. Stott over to first in time. 2 up, 2 down.
First baseman.
Christian Encarnacion Strand, the next to hit for the Reds. Line drive. It gets down, base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. It's amazing to me that he was able to put the barrel on that one. I mean, that pitch was pretty well outside, but great extension and bat control through the zone allowed him to drive it the other way. That was pretty impressive.
And the batter now out to short. Trey Turner gloves it. Off balance throw in time. And that ends the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We're on to the 9th in game 1. It's the Reds 6 and the Phillies nothing. Back here in Cincinnati, we go to the 9th, and now the first baseman, Bryce Harper. The pitch. That one's in there. That's strike 1. Hard hit, right side. Throws to first. Now 1 gone in the 9th.
Fastball blew right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
He's 2 outs away. Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. Popped up. Under it. Hauls it in for the out. Last chance for the Phillies. Nick Castellanos getting ready to hit. Fastball for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Farmer is just 1 strike away. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Two outs. Got it. That's the ball game.
It's pretty early in this series to say a must-win game, but when you've got home field advantage, it's a luxury, but you have to protect it. Huge win in game 1 to set the tone.
Here's another look at the numbers from this shutout victory.
Well, it takes a team effort to produce a shutout. I mean, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
6-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Cincinnati Reds. 6 runs on